There's men. We can't use any of this footage.
Hi friends, and how are you? So today I am here with Ask Elle. She is one of my amazing sorority sisters here at the University of Oregon.
Oregon, let's go.
Cool, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Today we wanted to talk with you a little bit about our sorority experiences, and more particularly our experiences being LGBTQIA within sororities. We both identify somewhere within the LGBTQIA spectrum.
Yeah.
So we're just here to talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
So if you haven't already, please go watch my being transgender in a sorority video I did for National Coming Out Day. And that was a lot of fun to make. And I really talk about like my experiences, particularly being trans within a sorority. However, I definitely have like a biased perspective, like being LGBT in a sorority, because it's a much harder, I feel, to be trans in a sorority than it is to be like gay or bi or whatever. So yeah, I brought someone here who identifies in both those ways to go ahead and talk about these experiences and like how it goes being super fucking gay in a sorority. I mean, I think I'm super fucking gay. I think she's not.
I think it's funny because when you look at me, you don't think, like, I don't register as gay when you just, like, first look at me, right? But I feel so gay.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah. So gay. And because I feel like that inside, I feel like people can see that, you know, from the outside, but they really can't. And it's, like, it's really shocking when people find out sometimes, which is weird because I feel like I have to, like, constantly come out to people because it's not obvious. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of shitty sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you're all, like, I don't know, you're just always having to prove yourself, you know?
Yeah. See, when I joined the sorority, I think it was very easy. Like, people could tell I was trans and like who I was, and like it spread so fast.
Yeah.
So I've like always been out, and I didn't have the choice to come out, or who to come out, or how to come out. So I was kind of like existed as out and will exist as out.
Right. And I knew of you before I knew you, which is like crazy to think about.
What did you hear about me?
Just that there was a trans girl in our sorority.
How'd you hear it?
I mean, everyone was just talking about it, you know?
Jesus Christ. Okay, cool.
And like, yeah, take it as a compliment, you know?
Cool.
But like, my first reaction was, whoa, like that's so dope. Like, I'm so glad that we can open our doors to the transgender community, because I mean, I don't know of any other sorority that's done that. I mean, after talking to you last year and getting to know you better, I think we talked about that happening in a couple other sororities, like other places. But yeah, to be the first sorority at Oregon to have a transgender woman, I think that's so cool.
So how did you come out to our sisters?
I never really came. It's not like I like stood in front of chapter and was like, hey, like, by the way.
Announcement.
Yeah, I'm gay. No, so I was dating this girl last year. She was my first girlfriend, and we were secretly dating for a while. I mean, all of our relationship was a secret, but I ended up like feeling the burden of that so heavy and needing to reach out to my sisters and to my friends, and I lived with pretty much everyone that I lived with was my sister pretty much from our sorority, and I came out to them one day. I think I had a few drinks in me and I was like, I think they kind of knew because they knew I was hiding something, but I just rounded them up in the kitchen. Yeah, it was super cute actually, and I was like, you guys, I have to tell you something. And they were like, what's up, Elle? And like they like were all like hushed. They were telling each other to be quiet and stuff, and I don't even know if they remember this. I hope they do. But they were like, Elle asked me to say like everyone be quiet, and so I'm just like standing there for a second, and I'm like, am I really gonna do this? And I'm like, so I like paused for a second, and I was like, I like girls. Like I was like, and at first I said bi because I've been with both men and women. That's like the category that like you get put into. But I don't really feel like I'm bi. I don't feel like I'm straight, and I don't feel like I'm a lesbian. I'm just somewhere in the spectrum. I do feel like more gay though than straight, that's for sure. But yeah, so that's how I came out to my friends. My parents, on the other hand, they asked me.
I heard about this, yeah.
They asked me over the phone.
Oh.
Yeah, it was interesting. But it's over now.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. So, yeah.
How did it feel like telling them?
Who, my friends?
Yeah.
It felt really liberating.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like a huge weight off my shoulders.
Were you like worried to come out to like the sorority and sisters and stuff? Like, were you worried that they'd like treat you differently?
Honestly, not really, but that's because if you treated me differently because of my sexuality, then like I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't care about you if you're gonna treat me like that, you know? I have a pretty strong backbone, I think, and I don't have room for negativity in my life, and I tend to shove that kind of stuff down just because I don't want it to, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I just don't want to surround myself with people that are not going to support me. So in that sense, I wasn't that worried about it, and I knew that my close group of friends would be supportive. So in that sense, I'm really lucky, and that I wasn't like terrified to come out to them, even though it is nerve-wracking, and I'm sure, and I know that that's not everyone has that warm of a welcoming, you know? So.
I had girls that would not add me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I'm trans.
That's ridiculous.
And I was like, the hell? Like, it's just Instagram. Let me follow you.
Right.
Ooh, here's a fun question.
Okay.
Have you ever had a crush on the girls in the house?
I haven't.
Oh, wow.
Actually, let me think about that. Okay, one girl.
One girl?
Yeah. You know who I'm talking about. We were talking about it earlier.
I'll bleep this out, but who? Really?
Yeah, but like not really. I don't know. I just love her.
So the opportunity presented itself, would you?
Yeah, maybe. Don't tell my girlfriend. I also feel like going into recruitment I rushed as a sophomore, wasn't on my mind. Like when I got initiated into our sorority, like being with someone in our sorority wasn't on my mind. I was there like strictly to make friends because I didn't know anyone here at the time, and I've always had like a very like knit group of women around me, strictly as friends, you know? And so I think that's what, when I was looking to be in a sorority, that's what I was looking for. But I don't think you probably didn't come in here looking for like love or like a girlfriend or anything, but yeah.
You can find that elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's like the one place not to find it, you know?
Right.
When you rushed, were you looking for like openly queer women in the sorority, like that looked queer, to like affirm that it was like a friendly house, I guess, is my question. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Like looking for the lesbian, the big, oh, okay, this house is cool.
Right. I don't think that I was looking for that. I think there was definitely a few sororities that I was like, I don't know if I would be completely welcomed here if I were to come out. Mm-hmm. But I didn't feel that way with our sorority. And I felt like I didn't feel like I would be judged there, you know?
How was your experience like interacting with fraternities in general as like someone who is gay?
That was tricky because half of me really wanted to like identify with that whole scene, and when all of your friends are doing stuff like that, you want to do it. You want to like fit in and go along and do that kind of stuff, and I did like a couple times, but it really wasn't my scene. Like going to fraternity parties was not my scene at all, and so that was hard. But then there was other things, like a lot of my roommates and friends would go on date dashes with fraternities and stuff, and I'd be like kind of bummed if I didn't get invited to it or something. But then the one time that I did, it didn't feel like it didn't feel right. Mm-hmm. And I felt like, I remember I went to this one fraternity party with this guy, and I like wasn't really that into him, but he was really into me, and it didn't feel, so it's hard being gay and being in a sorority, especially with how hetero Greek life is in general, because everyone just assumes that you're straight, and it's not even like a question, you know, like you're straight. So going to fraternity events where guys just assume you're up for grabs, first of all, just isn't okay, like in general, but especially being gay, it's like, don't touch me. Like, really don't touch me. Yeah. And so that was always just hard to, I don't know, to navigate, I guess. Yeah.
So I guess my next question would have to be like, did you ever like take anyone to like a sorority formal or like a date dash or like something with like another girl?
Yeah, I did. I
like as a date?
Yeah. So low key on the down low, don't tell anyone. I think last year, my senior year, I took my then girlfriend, to our winter formal, and it sucked because we didn't feel like we could just like dance. We didn't feel like we could go in line for the photo booth, and like, I don't know, we just always felt like we had to hide. So it was, in that sense, like kind of shitty, but at the same time it was cool because I like got to bring her, but we just couldn't be ourselves. But that's also not because people were like staring or like making us feel uncomfortable. I think it was more just us not being comfortable yet to do that, you know? But yeah, I did. I definitely brought her to a few things.
So like for me, I know what like the best part of being gay is. Like, what do you feel like the best part for you, like, of being gay is?
That's such a hard question. Well, what's yours?
I don't know. I just think women in general, like, that's like the best part of being gay. Because like women are just like better overall. They're cleaner. They're like prettier. I don't know. I'm much more attracted to them, obviously, because I'm gay. Right. And like relationships like ours, like I feel like we like really bonded over like being gay, and we wouldn't otherwise have.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's definitely like the community is so much more of a community because that's like something that we all have in common. But I don't know, like, what is the best part about being gay? I don't know. Vaginas.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know, that's such a hard question because I feel like there's a lot of cons to being gay. And for me, because I don't look gay, I feel like I'm not always accepted into the gay community. I honestly feel more accepted into like heteronormativity in our society just because that's what I look like. So I don't know. Yeah, that's a hard question. I think just being able to be myself, you know.
And there's like this like sense
being
of pride.
Being gay is fun. Yeah.
And like just be like flamboyant and go to pride parades and like
rainbows. Rainbows are my favorite part.
Gay!
Rainbows, and we're like much more open about sex and like how we sex and like all these different things. Yeah. Like we talk about it more and we compare experiences.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, gay people are better at sex
100%
than straight people.
100%. Yeah. Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Oh. There's some stories there.
There are some stories. Stay tuned.
Ooh. She's cool. I want to be like her when I grow up. I just respect her style. And like she's a bit more critical than I realized about things in life.
Literally earlier today she was like, I'm shook, Elle. I did not realize you were this mean.
She's not mean, she's just critical.
I'm not mean, I am a little bit critical.
She's analytical about things. So yeah, that's our like short little video for today. Elle has to get back to Seattle, unfortunately. I'll miss her. Yeah. But if you want to like, stay tuned with her and like follow her, she has an amazing Instagram and it's super artsy, and you can follow that right here. But yeah, that's like all for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
See ya!